How to get in the best shape of your life in 2025. At the end of this video, I will reveal my personal secret on how I transformed my body into my dream physique. Number 1. Stop making your excuses and actually start to go to the gym. If you want to get in shape, you have to go to the gym and do resistance training. I know that lifting weights might first be a bit mundane and monotonous, not as fun as playing basketball or soccer, but basketball and soccer is not going to build your dream physique. But going to the gym is going to build your physique, eventually if you train properly. And you specifically want to go to the gym to build muscle. In other words, bodybuilding. And I know what some of you are thinking. Oh, I don't want to be too bulky. I don't want to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Bro, don't worry. Even if you wanted to, you probably can't get that big. The muscle we're talking about is lean muscle. And building muscle is so important when you are trying to build your body. If you're skinny fat, or if you're chubby, or basically if you have fat that you don't want, building muscle will be fundamental to your fat loss because building muscle enhances your metabolism. When your metabolism is enhanced, your BMR or the basal metabolic rate will increase, which means you will start to burn more calories every day without doing any exercise. In other words, you'll burn fat easily. Basically, you want to build a muscle to enhance your body's ability to burn the fat. And other than this, it increases your strength, it gives you better performance when playing other sports, your cardiovascular health improves, it protects your bones and joints. There is just a plethora of benefits. So the first step to getting in shape is actually building muscle. Do compound exercises. Compound exercises are movements that engage multiple muscle groups simultaneously, such as the bench press, deadlift, squat. The idea is to do more things at the same time by grouping it together rather than doing it separately XYZ. Because these compound exercises use multiple muscle groups at the same time, it's going to require more strength and more energy than other isolation exercises. And it is very important that you do these compound exercises at the beginning of your workout. It wouldn't make sense to drain your energy on the easy stuff and then go on to the hard exercise that consumes lots of energy. For instance, if you go to the gym and you decide to hit the chest muscle group that day, then after you do your warm-up, you want to immediately go to the bench press, whether it is the barbell bench press, the dumbbell bench press, whatever it is, pick the free weight exercise and do it when you have the strength. And because you're working multiple areas in your body at the same time, you're also saving time. So this is time efficient. For those of you that say you don't have time to work out because you're either in school, you're in 9 to 5 working at an office all day, and you have like 30 to 40 minutes a day to work out, that's totally enough time to do at least 8 to 10 working sets. So to reiterate myself one more time, compound exercises are your best friend. Step 3, don't ego lift. It's not sexy. Your ego is going to be your worst enemy when it comes to building muscle. I know that when you're at the gym and you're surrounded with 50 other people benching 2 plates, looking so jacked, you are going to feel intimidated and you're going to want to load the weight more than you can handle. But be very careful because this can lead your training style to a powerlifting style where your priority is to increase your 1 rep maximum strength rather than to get that dream physique that you wanted. I'm not saying that powerlifting is bad, but if your goal is to look confident in yourself when you're looking at the mirror, walk around the beach shirtless while getting countless of compliments, and basically just have a nice body that everyone admires, your goal shouldn't be to lift heavy. You're going to want to pick a weight that you can lift in the range of something called the hypertrophy range, which I say is 8 to 20 reps. And those are quality reps, not reps that you're like struggling and holding on your dear life to push up that bar and you're like arching your back like Mount Everest. These are good form repetitions. If your goal is more towards getting stronger at the gym to compete in a powerlifting competition, then you should be training less than 8 reps, probably around 3 to 5. But for most of you guys watching this, that's probably not your goal. And I know the media these days make you think that you have to lift at least 1 plate for bench press when you're doing a set, and you want to eventually hit that 2-plate PR. But trust me guys, back in 2022, I finally hit that 2-plate bench press after lifting for like 5 years. But you know what happened after I did that? I felt empty. For all those years, I lifted and worked as hard as I could, yearning for that 2-plate benchmark, and when I finally got it, I was left with emptiness. But I was actually far more satisfied the following year when I actually achieved my first ever actual six-pack and took my first ever body profile, which is basically a photo shoot of you showcasing your body. Me being able to show others the hard work that I put in, the countless of days of dieting, doing the cardio, weight training, that moment right there felt so much better than the moment I hit 2-plate on my bench press. So guys, don't listen to your ego. Just because you deadlift 405, you squat 315, you bench 275, your crush isn't gonna start thinking you're hot. Step number 4, become perspicacious of your protein intake. What I mean by that is not to become a protein monster and obsess over protein every single meal. You know those guys when you hang out with and they're like, how much protein is in this milkshake? I'm not gonna eat that salad because there's no protein in it. Don't be that dude, but you want to be at least aware of what you're consuming. Getting enough protein will be so fundamental in achieving your dream physique. Protein provides the amino acids necessary for repairing and building muscle fibers. When you consume sufficient amount of protein, it triggers something called protein synthesis in your muscles, leading to stronger and bigger muscles over time. One thing that I highly recommend you to do is get a tracker like MyFitnessPal, or you can do it manually by searching it up on Google and doing the calculations, but try to quantitatively observe how much protein you're consuming each day. And after doing this for about a week, you eventually gain the ability to be aware of approximately how much protein you had throughout the day. And finally, my biggest secret of all time is getting a personal trainer. Nowadays, although you have access to so much free knowledge and free content on YouTube, how to do this, how to do that, it's not gonna be as good as someone that teaches you side by side and passing their knowledge on to you. I think the biggest changes in my body happened whenever I decided to get a personal trainer. And throughout my life and my lifting career, I've already gotten like 3 to 4 different personal trainers, and they were each very benevolent and made a significant impact in my fitness. So if you are fortunate enough to have a bit of money that you can spend, don't spend it on buying junk food. Don't spend it on video games, but actually spend it on something that can help you self-improve, whether it's an in-person PT at your local gym or an online fitness trainer like me. Hire someone that can help you and extrapolate all of their knowledge. Pay attention to every detail, the tempo he is using, the angle of his arms, how many reps, how many sets, the sequence of how he increases each weight. All of that is going to be beneficial, and all of that is why you pay a personal trainer. Even the best bodybuilders out there, like Chris Bumstead, has a trainer. So guys, if you want to get into the best shape of your life in 2025, you will not regret yourself from getting a quality, well-trained personal trainer. And always make sure that personal trainer has your dream physique. Don't trust those trainers that have the stomach, that don't do their workouts, and just claim to be a trainer because they just earned some stupid certification from a website. Make sure you do your research first. Goodbye for now.